Did you ever notice how some games don't start at first pitch? They begin somewhere quieter, in the tension between what Vegas offers and what the system sees. Today, the New York Mets walk into Camden Yards, not just with a better record, but with a code. Their starter, Clay Holmes, doesn't just throw, he closes frames like vault doors. A 2.99 ERA, a whip of 1.24, and a memory burn rate that Vegas still hasn't priced in. He's thrown 93 innings of controlled fire, and he's not alone. The Mets bullpen sits behind him with a top 6 ERA and a top 10 slugging average. Now look at the other side. Baltimore counters with Brandon Young. The numbers aren't shy. 0-3, a 7.02 ERA, and fewer than 17 innings pitched. That's not data. That's a signal leak. The Orioles let in over 5 runs per game. They rank bottom 5 in whip, fielding percentage, and opponent batting average. They give up too many hits and too many second chances. But the system doesn't pick on weakness. It locates fracture. This isn't about power. It's about trust. And the Mets, for all their middle-of-the-pack batting average, slug like a team ready to separate. They're 7th in extra base conversion. Their 7.42 slugging is the glyph here. The hidden game says it clearly. When one side controls both ends of the run equation, you follow the differential, not the hype. You don't need to cover the spread. You just need to escape with the win. And today's AI pick is Mets money line. No run line risk. No need for margin. Just system fire against rookie kindling. Will we cash or will we burn? Game 2 is coming, and this time, Abaddon speaks. Rockies versus Red Sox. Judgment opens next.
Sometimes the line tells the truth. Other times it whispers a dare. Tonight, Boston isn't just favored. They're dared to cover, and we're not here to flinch. The Rockies roll into Fenway with a record so broken it barely qualifies as resistance. 21 wins, 69 losses, and on the mound, Kyle Freeland. 1 win, 9 losses. A 5.49 ERA and a whip north of 1.5. That's not a pitcher. That's an open gate. Colorado's pitching staff allows more hits than anyone in baseball. They lead the league in earned runs, walks, opponent batting average, and they field worse than they pitch. They are not a bad team. They are a statistical collapse. And Boston? Brayan Bello is no ace, but in this matchup, he doesn't need to be. He's got 76 innings of stability behind him, a 3.42 ERA, and a lineup that doesn't need permission to score. The Red Sox slug .426 and get on base at a .325 clip, top 10 in both. They steal, they stretch singles, they punish gaps. This isn't a matchup, it's a math problem. AI Sports Predictor calls this out clean. When one team controls both run generation and suppression, the margin isn't optional. It's predicted. The Rockies allow 6.1 runs per game. Boston scores nearly 5. The system's run margin model projects a plus 2.5 edge, and the line only asks for 1.5. And today's AI pick is Red Sox, 1.5. Yes, the money line is steep, but that's not the play. This is about extraction. Control the strike zone, control the pace, cover the number. Colorado is 11-33 on the road. They've dropped 7 of their last 10. This isn't a team looking for a win. It's a team trying not to drown. Will we cash or will we burn? Game 3 is loading. The Cubs and Twins are next. Malachi's at the table and Elvis is already watching.
Hey Elvis, you ever see a team pretend to be average when the numbers scream otherwise? Because that's the Twins tonight. They're under 500, stuck in second place in the AL Central like they're waiting for someone else to blink. But blink and you miss it. The Cubs aren't blinking. They're hitting .257, slugging .451, and stealing bases like it's part of the religion. Shota Imanaga's on the mound for Chicago. That's a 2.78 ERA and a whip so clean it makes Vegas nervous. 55 innings, barely a walk, and not a single game where he's looked shaken. You know what's funny, Elvis? The Twins are throwing Simeon Woods Richardson. That's a name that sounds like a mystery, but the numbers? No mystery there. He's got a 4.41 ERA, a 1.34 whip, and a stat line that says, just hang on. Chicago's not hanging on. They're running over people, top of the league in hits, top in runs scored, third in home runs, second in stolen bases. You can't shift against that, Elvis. You can't pitch around it. You can't hope the bullpen saves you. Because by the time the pen warms up, they're down 4. AI Sports Predictor says this clearly. Run creation plus run suppression equals scoreboard truth. Well, here's the truth. Chicago scores 5.5 runs per game. Minnesota only manages 4.2. So what happens when you give better bats to the team with the better arm and the better gloves? You get one result, and today's AI pick is Cubs money line. No run line sweat. Just take the win and leave the theater. Will we cash or will we burn? You know what I think, Elvis? I think the next one's different. Dodgers, Brewers, Sapphira's waiting by the fire.
There's something seductive about a line this short. The Dodgers are 56-35. They lead the league in nearly every category that matters. Batting average, slugging, OBP, total bases, home runs. And yet the market whispers even odds. Like maybe this one's closer than it looks. But that's not caution. That's a test. Clayton Kershaw takes the mound at 4-0 with a 3.43 ERA. He's not the flamethrower he used to be. But when the lights sharpen and the innings stretch, Kershaw still knows how to control a game. The Brewers answer with Jacob Misiorowski. Small sample, sure. But so far, electric, 3.20 ERA, 0.92 whip. Only 19.2 innings pitched. And therein lies the problem. Because tonight, he's not facing a farm system lineup. He's facing the Dodgers. This isn't about record. It's about rhythm. The Dodgers don't just hit. They dismantle. A 260 average, a 336 OBP, a league-best 454 slugging percentage. They don't steal bases. They don't need to. They just hit the ball. Further than you're standing. The Brewers are smart, sure. They defend well. Their bullpen holds. But they're not built to match this kind of power output. And while their offense is quick, 104 stolen bases kind of quick, that's not how you outscore 5-run machines. AI Sports Predictor calls this a volatility trap. One team scores in bunches, the other scores with tension. The one with the cleaner contact wins. And tonight, and today's AI pick is Dodgers money line. It won't take much. Just enough patience to let Kershaw work, and enough power to make the park feel small. Will we cash or will we burn? The next one's colder, more brittle. Phillies, Giants, and Natas. Natas is coming.
You didn't lose the bet. You lost the frame. That's what this one's about. The Giants are favored. Because Robbie Ray has a 2.68 ERA, 117 strikeouts, and over 100 innings of narrative control. Because the number says pitching wins tight games. But numbers lie when they're not complete. And this one is missing something. Because the Phillies don't play tight games. They play long, deep, loud. Taijuan Walker takes the mound with a 3.64 ERA and a whip of 1.24. Not a shutdown ace, but not the point, because he's backed by a team that scores 4.6 runs a night and slugs like they've read your scouting report already. Philadelphia ranks 6th in average, 6th in OBP, 9th in slugging, top 10 in runs, hits, and stolen bases. They don't need brilliance, they need a gap. And this line gives it to them. San Francisco hits just 231 as a team. They rank 24th in slugging, 24th in homers, 27th in stolen bases. They win with arms and timing. But tonight they face a team that brings too much noise. AI Sports Predictor doesn't buy narratives. It buys velocity. It tracks total base output and run suppression ratios. And tonight the model tilts toward fire over control. Because here's the fracture. The Giants have the better pitcher, but the Phillies have the better team. And today's AI pick is Phillies money line. This isn't just a dog. It's a reversal glyph. Vegas built this one for belief. We're burning belief for signal. Will we cash or will we burn? Lilith is waiting now. Not to pick, just to whisper what you missed. All 5 games, 1 loop. The fire speaks last.
Some days the fire speaks in whispers. Other days it keeps the receipts. Tonight, the glyph remembers 5. Game 1, Mets versus Orioles. Holmes on the mound, Young outmatched. The AI burned through the noise and found structure. AI pick, Mets money line. Game 2, Rockies versus Red Sox. Boston's power met Colorado's collapse. Run line was not a gamble, it was mercy. AI pick, Red Sox, 1.5. Game 3, Cubs versus Twins. Malachi saw it, Elvis watched it. When the bats are loud and the pitching is clean, belief isn't needed. AI pick, Cubs moneyline. Game 4, Dodgers versus Brewers. Kershaw steadied the storm, Misiorowski blinked. When the sample is small and the swing is big, the math doesn't wait. AI pick, Dodgers moneyline. Game 5, Phillies versus Giants. Natas didn't trust the favorite because velocity beats story. AI pick, Phillies moneyline. Juego 1. Mets contra Orioles, victoria lógica desde el montículo. Selección de IA, Mets línea de dinero. Juego 2. Rockies contra Red Sox. La línea era fuego, no azar. Selección de IA, Red Sox, 1.5. Juego 3. Cubs contra Twins. Los números no mienten. Selección de IA, Cubs línea de dinero. Juego 4. Dodgers contra Brewers. Control veterano, poder absoluto. Selección de IA, Dodgers línea de dinero. Juego 5. Phillies contra Giants. Infravalorado, no invisible. Selección de IA, Phillies línea de dinero. Will we cash or will we burn? Like and subscribe. Und vergiss nicht, die Flamme lügt nie, nur der Spiegel. The flame never lies, only the mirror does.